Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. We once again welcome you inside the Tony Rose Arena here in Orangeville, Ontario. JVI Sports Network in for game number 3 of this Junior C Championship matchup. It is the Meredith Cup. I'm Matthew Carrick alongside Alan Corkum in 2 very close games through game number 1 and 2, Alan.
Yeah, both 2-goal victories for the Orangeville Northmen. They won at home in game 1, and on Tuesday night they beat Clarington 8-6 on the road. Big night for Caden Watson and Logan Sawyer, each had a hat trick in that game to lead Orangeville, so they got a stranglehold. They can win here tonight in the series, but they've been close. So Clarington's been in this series, so we'll see what happens here tonight. They can steal one on the road. Orangeville
coaching staff admitting to us that maybe a little too close those first couple games. No changes in net. Gavin Williamson will go for Clarington, who wear their black jerseys and go right to left here in the opening period. And it will be Orangeville, however, in their white with black numbers, going left to right, working away from Andrew Wilson. Only 11 goals against through the first 2 games for Wilson over the 2 victories. And here's Clarington and Mark Stoop, their offensive leader, getting the first possession, but it's coughed up and straight into the stick of Hunter Hartley. Good stick check, however, from the Shamrocks to knock that and the ball away. If you've been following our Junior A coverage, no over and back, no 8 count. A few of the different rules. We are back to traditional Ontario Lacrosse Association junior rules here for the Meredith Cup.
See, one good thing Clarington's trying right now is throwing the box Orangeville out, not letting them have any shots on goal, getting the ball.
Delayed penalty coming here early on, and it'll be a high stick against Clarington. That's one thing that we noticed, especially in game 2, were the number of penalties on either side.
Yeah, there's a lot of penalties, and that's going to be the key, I think, tonight, Matt, is to stay out of the box. Who's going to be more disciplined? And this is not what Clarington wanted on the road here, is to give Orangeville an early chance to keep momentum in this series and get an early power play goal. As you see, number 12, Cameron Becca, going off for the infraction.
This is a very hard building traditionally for road teams to win in. And, of course, Orangeville taking the first game 7-5 here at Tony Rose. Game number 4 will go tomorrow night back at Gardner B. Rickard. 8 p.m. Here's the shot bouncing, and Williamson will stand on top of Josh Presley's offering.
It's good passing there by Orangeville, but just didn't get much of a shot on it. An easy save for Williamson and goal. But it looks like he held on the ball a little too long there, Matt, and it's going to be a turnover.
Actually, at the back foot back in the crease. That is one rule that is still the same, although 5 seconds as opposed to the Junior A 4 to get out of the crease, and that's why the turnover here for the Hornheads. First year in Junior C competition for the Northmen, who set up here. 45 seconds gone in their power play as the shot from Presley bounces off the end boards. 7 points through the first 2 games of this Meredith Cup, including 3 assists in game number 2 for Josh Presley. He tries another shot that also goes wide. It's picked up here by the Clarington captain. Tim Robinson will run it into the corner. Shot clock does continue to tick down here. You see it on your screen, as well as the power play time now under 45 seconds.
Good job here by Robinson, just eating up the clock. Gonna probably get a shot up here before the shot clock expires. Good job penalty killing here by Clarington.
Robinson killing the full 30 there. As now Orangeville will get possibly one final opportunity. They set up again with Jack Fitzpatrick up top this time. Big tie up in front of the crease, but now Fitzpatrick chased all the way back near center. Dying seconds of the power play. Shot comes in, and Williamson there to make the save, and will put it towards his bench, where the Clarington fans appreciate that effort.
Yeah, Dale Faubert there was the one that was really aggressive on defense, held Orangeville in check, not got a great shot, and he was the one that brought the ball up. Great job there by Faubert to kill off the rest of that penalty for Clarington.
Hard bounce off the far boards. Eric Matthews brought it down. Now Matthews will go to the crease, and the pass from Nathan Kemmer picked off. Hartley again starting the attack. Flips the ball here for Lyle McNeil. Far side, McNeil cutting through. That pass just behind the Orangeville forward, and it'll be another turnover here. Clarington picks up, and they could have numbers with Mark Stroop leading. Takes the shot, 4 goals through the first 2 games of this Meredith Cup.
Yeah, including the hat trick in game 2. Yeah, that's not a guy you want to see breaking down alone as Mark Stroop, but a good save there by Wilson to keep him in check.
Also scored a goal in game number 1, one of 5 different goal scorers scoring singles in that game of the all 5 that Clarington got. What a pickup here for Stroop again. Coming in, a couple fakes and a wide shot past the Orangeville goal.
Again, they let Stroop alone, but this time Wilson got a piece and he missed the net, so good job there to hold him off the board, but you're going to give him too many chances. He's going to strike one of these times, Matt.
Dale Forbear holding his ground at center as Orangeville comes to pressure in again. It is a cutter and a twist shot that went wide right at the crease there from Logan Sawyer. On the crease again, turning and firing, this time Caden Wasson with 3 goals in game number 2. This time finds the throat guard of Williamson.
Whatever it takes to make the save, Matt.
Nathan Ford bringing it in now. Pass intended for Robert McGran. Bounces wide and into the stick of Andrew Wilson. Here's Presley again, quickly to the far side of the floor. Bringing it back in is Luke Downard. Downard got taken out after that shot attempt. And just like that, we've played nearly 6 minutes of this first period, scheduled for 20 minutes.
Yeah, there were 2 low-scoring games in the first. It looks like it's going to be the same here tonight. It's going to be fighting tooth and nail for every goal. Every inch earned out there on the floor.
Bouncing ball up to the top on the run. Hayden Heineman this time. That bouncer scoots away, and it'll be back into the stick of Wilson. Believe that's the same Wilson who actually backed up Chris Origlieri in game number 4 of the Ontario Junior Finals, if I'm not mistaken. Zach Richards, the Junior B goalie, served a suspension, and I think it was Andrew Wilson that came in as his backup that night. And if not, I'm sure that the comment section will tell me otherwise. Owen Kelly the shot, and another save from Williamson.
Well, Wilson's been feeling it here in this playoff so far, 10-1 with a 1.19 goals against. That's pretty stellar numbers for lacrosse, Matt.
Yeah. 2-on-1 developing here for Orangeville. Pass to the far side. Sawyer was asking for a call there, but still had something to say to the official on his way by.
Lucky there, a little bit of a high hit there by Koskin as he went off near the Clarington bench, but no harm, no foul. Play goes on.
Shot clock under 10 seconds now. On screen, it's not correct as the count is down on the floor. Long range shot goes off the end boards and bounces back into the crease.
Yeah, Downer went down hard there by the slot, but he looks like he's okay going off to the bench.
Yeah, a bit of a hitch in his step, but I'm sure we'll see him back. The pass up top. There's ball and bits of stick all over the floor right now as Hunter Hartley will pick up. Spins away from pressure and then got taken down afterwards, and Hartley is still down.
Wow, a bit of a surprise here. No call made. Like a cross-checking the up a little high, but they let it go.
Saw the fire in his eyes as he was chasing down the Clarington player, perhaps looking for some revenge, but everyone goes their separate ways as the ball ends up in the corner and bounces away from Pearson LaFrance there.
It's been a couple of feisty hits so far here, Matt, so the bad blood is starting to boil here. They're only 3rd game between these clubs this season and in the playoff, and they're starting to show, you know, they don't like each other, even though they haven't met much in the year.
Yeah, this is the time of the series where that sort of thing could happen, so Phil Givens, Jeremy McNaught, and Mac Abbott could have a busy night ahead of them, the three officials down on the floor this evening. Clarington back with it. They'll push to the outside boards. Brought down. The bench of Orangeville wanted a crease call, but not going to get one, as now it's picked up. Owen Kelly passes back to Costigan, and the ball bounces away, where Clarington will run over center. Dale Forbert, already called his name a few times tonight. Forbert shoveling it back towards the restraining line. Robert McGran. Cross floor, and now they work back into that far half boards area. It's Stoop again. Got knocked down just as he was shooting, and ball will go here back to Orangeville.
Yeah, a little bit of pushing and shoving there after the whistle, but Hartley played peacemaker there, pushing both players away, and everybody's cooled off and play continues.
Logan Sawyer back up top. Huge sidestep run in from Nick Devins before releasing that shot that goes hard off the end boards. Under 10 on the shot clock as it's picked up deep in Orangeville territory. Quickly to Fitzpatrick in the corner, turning and firing, and not beating the shot clock was Nick Halliduck.
Yeah, we're halfway through the first here, Matt. Still a scoreless tie. It's been a real defensive struggle right now, and we're going to see who's going to be the first team to blink here in this game.
Be interested to get the first period thoughts. Alan Corcoran will talk to Mac Ron of the Orangeville Northmen about this first period and the series. Be sure to stick with us through the break. Big tie up over on the half boards late in the Clarington shot clock, so nothing Hayden Heidman could do, or Pearson LaFrance, as they both now head off with Orangeville taking possession off the shot clock violation. Josh Presley, again from the corner of the ball, whipping around offensively, but tipped at the last second by a Shamrocks defender.
Seems like one thing so far early on, Matt, it seems like a lot of the passes aren't very crisp between those paddles right now. I think the team's just got to calm down a little bit, get back to basics, make sure they get a great pass, just a slow pass so they can connect and maybe get a goal here, because it seems like any pass towards net right now is missing high.
Nathan Ford pushes it out to the far side. Shamrocks will set up again with Stoop, and now Ford tries the swim move. Tangled up there. The bench wanted a holding call, one not upcoming, so Ford eats apart in cross check. Liam Peters back to the crease. Shot there from Sawyer. That might be Ty Toval in number 7. We were told Peters was a scratch.
It is Toval number 7. He's in for Peters tonight.
On the run, Presley. He'll get it back. 8 to go here in what's been a scoreless first period so far. As I say that, Williams goes to his left to knock one away.
Probably one of the best chances of the period so far. There just there moments ago when Logan Sawyer went in, number 23 of Orangeville, but still couldn't strike. But here we go, Matt, maybe now.
Numbers here for Clarington, working in LaFrance. And Pearson LaFrance will break the ice 12 minutes and 15 seconds in.
Big first goal for Clarington, getting it on the road. I mean, another bit of an errant pass there. Orangeville couldn't corral it at center, was loose, but it's picked up by LaFrance. Of a missed play there with defense, he runs in and makes no mistake, snapping it by Andrew Wilson. Pearson LaFrance gets the Shamrocks on the board. A lucky goal, and it's 1-0 Clarington with just under 8 minutes to go here in period 1.
Sticks are out on both benches as the fans join in clapping as well. Not quite the crowd we saw through the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League final series, but still pretty good collection of fans on both sides making the trek up to Orangeville tonight. France with the opening goal as the save is made by Wilson, picked up by Connor Costigan. And now up the near side, Nick Devins. How about a goalie assist? And Williamson on that play was very close to the 5-second count, getting out of the crease again, but did step out last second and got it down floor. 7 minutes left to go.
So Orangeville right now seem to be a little bit uncrisp with their passes there. There's another time where they had a good chance in front, but they missed the pass. They just got to try to work on that, maybe talk about that on the bench, about getting some clear passes.
And as you say that, there's another interception, and off to the races was Colin Thompson, but from behind, too many men is going to be called here against Clarington. They thought Orangeville should have got a penalty the last trip up the floor, and I think their coaches got their warning that time too, so.
I thought originally it was called maybe for the slash there on the breakaway, because as soon as the slash happened, it was called, but no, you said they got the too many men on the floor call against Clarington, but nonetheless, it's an Orangeville power play as they try to bounce back. They had a good momentum to start this game, but right now they seem to be a little bit off kilter map, but now they have a power play to try to work things out, maybe tie this one up.
There's nobody in the box to serve the penalty right now for Clarington. As we said, game number 4 of the series coming up tomorrow night at the Garnet B. Rickard Arena in Bowmanville, Clarington area. I think officially Google Maps has it Bowmanville. We were told Clarington, but if you're a fan of this series, you know exactly where it is, and it'll be the place to be at 8 p.m. And if required, Monday night back here at Tony Rose Arena for game number 5. Power play setting up for the second time tonight for Orangeville. Quickly working through Presley. Back up top, low shot there in on Williamson. Preston Gear, I think, taking that one as Williamson covers up.
A good chance there, but good job and a save by Williamson to keep it out.
Nathan Ford bouncing around. He'll let a wild shot go. Sidearm off the boards and numbers here. And it is an over and back against Clarington because they're killing a penalty. It's the only time you'll get that over and back.
Yeah, it's a break there, because if Orangeville would have picked it up, they might have a good chance on goal, but because of the over and back call, they get to start it up at center.
With Luke Downard, we saw, again, go off a little hobbled earlier on. Back out there now is Presley. Takes a pass from Fitzpatrick. Up top, well falling, the shot from Preston Gear will reset the shot clock halfway through this Orangeville power play.
Nice toe save there by Williamson on that shot.
Presley looking for Fitzpatrick, who pops out of the pile. Look at the ball moving here, and stepping in the crease at the last second was Downard. That was setting up to be pretty for the Orangeville power play.
That was more like it from the Northmen there. The passing, that was very crisp, very beautiful, but unfortunately, number 17, Downer, got a foot in the crease to negate that chance.
Rag team out there again. Now for this Clarington Shamrox team. A team that we almost see every year in the Meredith Cup. JVI's covered a few of these over the years, and it always seems to be Clarington coming out of the East, but for the first time in their first season in Junior C, the Orangeville Northmen making an appearance now. Had to get through a lot of the regular suspects, including Wilmot and Fergus, to get here.
And beating Halton Hills in a sweep in the first round as well.
Clarington knocking off Peterborough, North Shore, and 3-0 against Nepean in the West Division Final. We are back 5-on-5 as Orangeville setting up again through the middle of the floor. And a little double clutch there from Luke Downard before it bounced out of his stick and passed.
Yeah,
goal line extended.
Williamson complaining there, Matt, that the player stepped in the crease, so that's why he wanted to whistle, but they let the play go.
Again, stick with us at intermission, where Alan Corkum will be joined by the Clarington captain. I think Orangeville captain up first. Now we're on. Bouncing ball finds the stick here of Connor Costigan. Takes a couple whacks from Robert McGrain, who now heads off. Racing in, Logan Sawyer will cut. And the pass went wide, finding Colin Thompson on the far side instead. Sawyer got knocked down just after that play. Zach Dorval fakes a pass to the far side. This is late in the shot clock, and they do find the toe of Williamson, allowing Sawyer to get the reset. Preston Gear up top. One-man change with Halladuck coming in. Halladuck now for Sawyer. Sawyer across. Thompson will duck under the defender and lost the ball in the process. Here come the transition of Clarington again. Off to the races, a big shot there, and Will Bryan hard into the end boards after that play, but a stick check from Stroop on the far side knocked the ball free momentarily.
Another good chance there for Clarington to head their lead, but they can't strike, and it's still just a one-shot game.
Ty Toval down in the corner. Tried to find his man in the middle, and Presley couldn't bring it down. Clarington defense getting a number of good opportunities off turnovers here in this first period. And leading the game 1-0. Inside the 2-minute warning here at Tony Rose Arena, game number 3 of this Meredith Cup. Eric Matthews goes around the crease. That shot bouncing out of the corner. This the first Meredith Cup in 3 summers here in Ontario. Zach Dorval. Dorval, the pass from Sawyer goes off the end boards. Williamson was looking for a big chop, it looked like, on Dorval, and came out of his net as we near the last minute of play here in the first period. Both teams will have 2 timeouts they can use throughout the game, only 1 per period as we get down the stretch here. Halfway through Clarington's shot clock. McGran will pass it to the far side. There you hear, this is the indeed final 60 seconds. A shot in. Wilson made the stick save and then kicked it. Lucky for him in Orangeville, out of the direction of the crease. Bryce Barwick, first time calling his name here in the first period, as there's 40 seconds to go for Downard, who spins off pressure, taking it into the corner. Hartley, back for Downard, under 10 on the shot clock. Comes back for Presley, his shot, and Williamson will stand his ground. They're talking about the timeout over on the bench of Clarington, and it doesn't look like they're going to use it with 25 to go. Dale Forbear. Stoop will flip back to the line. McGran is there. Williamson remaining in the net for now. High collision and a moving screen called, where Lyle McNeil was taken off his spot. Orangeville wanted to delay a game call and tried to launch one down floor, but Pearson LaFrance in transition, the only goal of the first period. You can hear what the Clarington Shamrox team thinks of that, as Alan Corkum is down on the floor with Mac Ron after that first period. 1-0 for Clarington.
All right, I'm here with number 10, assistant captain of the Orangeville Northmen, Mac Ron. A very defensive period. You're down 1-0 after the first time. Your thoughts on that opening period?
Yeah, no, it's hot out here, so the boys are working hard. Offense is just trying to find it right now. It's going to come. Defensively, we've been pretty sound, so have they, but you know, that was just a fast break fluky. I think our offense is going to start clicking here, but otherwise we're good. Our Tenny's playing great so far. He hasn't got much yet, though.
Yeah, it seems like the passing's been a little bit off at some points for your team so far. What do you have to do maybe in the second period to work on that a little bit to get a little more crisper? Look a little better at the end of that period.
No, I've noticed like Clarington's been going through it too. I think everybody's just gripping their sticks a little too tight. We just got to figure that out, calm down the nerves a little bit. You know, it's going to come up.
So you've had a couple of big wins so far that opened the series, but they've been very tight games like this one. So what do you guys have to do maybe in the second period to open things up a little bit, maybe get a couple of goals here on the Clarington goaltender?
Yeah, we got to take advantage of our rink here and get the fast breaks going. We're going to be hitting the Ogo guys out the door and see if we can get some transition going. That's been we haven't been lacking this series on our transition, but it's been great so far through the playoffs.
All right, lastly, just tell me a little bit about those two games, and what did you do right in those two games to get the big wins and start over the 2-0 series lead?
We tried to stay out of all the guff they were trying to give us. They came in game 2 and were trying to play a lot heavier on us because we're a smaller, younger team. But we just got to persevere, use our brains, our hearts, and our legs, and we're good.
All right, thanks, Matt. Good luck in the second period.
Yeah, thank you. Take care.
All right. So after one period of play, Clarington leads Orangeville 1-0. We'll throw it to break. We'll be back for the second period shortly. You're watching Game 3 of the Meredith Cup Junior C Ontario Final on the JVI Sports Network.
Back live inside the Bunny Barn, 1-0 after the first period. Clarington, the only goal scored of the period. Pearson LaFrance on a breakout pass from Gavin Williamson as we get set for period number 2.
Yeah, it's a very tight defensive battle so far here, Matt. Just the one goal for Clarington, but as assistant captain for Orangeville said, Macron during intermission, they got to get under a transition game a little bit. He knows the chances are going to come. They just got to work a little bit on the basics of the game.
Huge hit there in front of the Clarington bench. Turns into a shot there on Wilson, who was out here about 2.5 minutes before the buzzer, already in his net, getting focused in for this second period. Again, we haven't had a chance to see many of these teams. Not sure if that's something that is just part of his game or whether he thought he needed the extra couple ticks before the start of this period.
Could be a superstition thing. It's hard to say.
Jack Fitzpatrick's shot in there, the first save of the period made by Gavin Williamson. As we know, goalies are a bit of a different breed, especially if you saw the picture from the Ontario Lacrosse Festival happening down in Whitby. The Ontario Lacrosse Association doing good things down there as the festival returns after a nearly 3-year absence. Orangeville running up the near side. There is new best friend of Alan Corkum, Macron.
Yeah, good guy, good interview. And let's see if he can maybe get his team going here to get a goal here in the second period.
Big wall right in front of the shooter there, so no chance for the Northman offense. Might get one here, though, as it's Sawyer letting a long-range shot rip. A couple big shoves in front of the net there from Dorval, excuse me.
Fresh 30 the ball there.
Fresh 30 seconds, however. With Sawyer giving it back to the near side for Preston Gear. Gear turns the corner and hit by a back check from Nathan Ford, but takes a funny hop and gets in behind Williamson.
Call it the hometown hop here at the Bunny Burn there, Matt. Yes. A nice bounce off the boards here. He'll come right out to Zach Ravelli. Shot by Preston Gear. Trying to juke and jive there a little bit. Works his way past the defender. Takes a shot. It's wide. I think he did that inadvertently. Goes right out in front to Dorval, and he makes no mistake to beat Williamson. And we have a tie game. And what a play there with Preston Gear. It might have been one of those intentional, unintentional bounces off the boards.
I think the stick of Nathan Ford got in there as well. As here comes Orangeville again rushing in. Caden Wasson coming off a hat trick in game number 2. I believe the first shot there for Wasson, who spins the stick again and is going to get another opportunity here in transition. That shot sails off the left arm, it looked like there, of Williamson.
One shot, all it makes a difference in this game is Orangeville have really got their legs down to that big goal, and now a couple great chances after that. The Northmen are going to try to feed off this crowd here tonight at the Bunny Burn, see what they can do.
Tim Robinson lost the ball a couple times in the corner, then got knocked down, flips it to Stoop over to the far side. What a goal from Robert McGrain, and there's the answer.
There's a momentum killer right there. As the Clarington, they were a little bit gassed, they get it right back. Nice hit play here from the captain, Tim Robinson. He falls down, but he still gets the pass off before the defender get it, and they get it across. And you can see a nice play here. And it's Robert McGrain going up high and over Wilson, and Shamrock's tried to lead back just like that, 2-1. Great goal by McGrain.
Well, it took us, 12 minutes in that first period to get our first goal. We got 2 in the opening 3 here, so settle in, folks. This could be an interesting second period. I want to credit Tim Robinson again. That was some great individual effort, starting in the corner as another shot comes in from Nathan Ford. Bouncer now saved by Wilson, but Robinson knocked down, still gets the pass away. Good pickup by Stoop. That was pretty all the way around for Clarington to make it 2-1. Here's Orangeville, however, quick shot from Sawyer, and a crease violation going back after the ball.
Yeah, Northman trying to answer right back quickly, a good chance, but then they get foot got in the crease, so that wiped out that chance, but look like the offense is starting to roll now for both clubs here, Matt. Another good chance there, but a good save by Wilson to keep this a 1-goal game.
Yeah, Wilson is now going to look to the far side, and this is the traditional transition period here for the Northmen in this barn, as we've been saying throughout the Junior A season. Now putting it down in the corner. Lyle McNeil up towards the top. Change coming here on the bench of the Northmen. Hard shot from the outside from Owen Kelly. That was late in the shot clock. Skips off the low boards here. Kelly cuts into the crease. Nearly got another chance away and can't find Colin Thompson. Trying to run through.
Yeah, Wasson was wide open there in front as well.
Speaking of wide open, Colin Thompson there again. And the Clarington fans loud off to our right-hand side. They're watching their team come in transition again. Stoop took a big chop there. It could have been high. And look out, hit coming in front of that Shamrock's bench.
Now he'll get a call as a little bit of a retaliation hit there. And it'll be an upcoming penalty to Orangeville.
Williamson either not aware or they wave it off late in the shot clock. As the shot does come from Colton McNutt, and another change from Junior A rules is first shot is the one where the whistle will go, and the first power play of the game for Clarington comes up.
It'll be Caden Wasson going off for the cross check. He got Stoop right behind the legs after Stoop was complaining about those couple calls there in tight. He had looked like a high stick on him, and he had that chance, no call, and then after that I think Wasson was still a little upset, and he gave him a two-hander to the back of the legs, and they called that one.
Nathan Ford. Go to the outside, quickly into the corner. Stoop in the middle, turns and fires low on Wilson, who will make the save.
Another chance for Stoop, but a good save by Wilson as they stop the sniper on the power play.
Quick shot from Aiden Doig, and can see the stop signs up over on the Orangeville bench. I'm kind of surprised that Doig shot that so early, and make it another early shot here on the run over the top from Josh Presley.
But that's the dangers with that. Sometimes if you miss the net, it comes over for an over and back call, as they will call it on a penalty. So it's clearing the ball deep in Orangeville territory.
Well, not just that. That only killed about 20 seconds, 2 chances with the ball, taking 20 seconds off the penalty clock. And we saw the Shamrocks twice in that first period take full 30. Good play there with a couple of screens and checks coming. There's another big bump on the near boards. Sticks got up between the two trail players as the ball was departing. Here's McNeil. Now the hands team is out there with McNeil trying to kill off time. McNeil working back out, backing away from the fan, under 10 on the shot clock. Wants a break to the net, takes it, and shot into the feet of Williamson. Slowly rolling up near center. And Stoop will start the 30 count. About 6 seconds extra on the penalty, as you see on your screen over the shot clock. Ford up top, no shot. He'll go off to his left. Now getting the lefties involved. Ford again, fakes the pass, this time shooting. And the save made by Wilson.
It was good aggressive work there in that last play by McNeil when he had it down in the Shamrocks end to kill off some great time. And it's being a triple team. He's still going to get the ball loose from him, and he got a good chance off it, but couldn't score shorthanded.
Hunter Hartley with it all by himself. That pass knocked down right as we go back 5-on-5. Quick stick to the side of the crease, and it just bounces off the stick of Fitzpatrick. Now another shot that bounces through the crease. That time Zach Dorval couldn't get it on net, and the shot clock sounds.
He had the short side there, but he just missed by about 5 feet. So tough break for Dorval, looking for a second of the night.
Hindman out to the far side. We'll see if Clarington can answer on offense after killing the penalty. Hayden Hindman Shot off the end boards. Races on for it between Hindman and Thompson of the Northmen. Williamson will pass it up. William Gaskell now from long range, got it on net and recovered by Eric Matthews. Matthews taken down in the crease, but the Northmen stripping. The ball was making its way down floor, and Clarington bench and their fans wanted another call that didn't come.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a late hit there, but Matthews got knocked at his keister, and he let the play go.
Around the outside, the shot here from, that's Kelly. Picked up by Orangeville, and they'll go again. Cutting through, ball bouncing there to the trailer. Downard shot off the end boards.
He had time and space, but he just fired it wide. It's another great chance for Orangeville. Gone for naught.
Here's Ethan Coring coming in now, not the goaltender. Bit of a mix-up on our scorecards before the game, but got all that sorted out, including their scratches. Noah Piet, Caleb Piet, and Caleb French tonight. Up top. Looked like there was going to be a shot from up top, and then crease call as the Orangeville player on the far side. I believe that's Aiden Doig.
Well, that chance, it looked like Presley was in there.
Yeah,
tight.
Presley,
went down,
sorry.
Yeah, went down right inside the goalie's gear, and Williamson there fishing it out. So nice save in tight by Williamson to keep it 2-1 for Clarington as we're nearing the halfway point of period 2.
Shot on the run, sidearm from Ford. Back to the far side. Dragging it down now is McGrain, already with one on the period. And bounce to Stroop, however, after the wide shot. McGrain again backs away. Rips one off of Wilson. In the corner, Hartley trying to dig for it. Hartley will go and collide with Ford after the Shamrocks forward. Picked it up, and they'll get a fresh 30. Colton McNutt. In the bench, one of the high stakes. That's been a talking point here in the game so far, and still no call as Stroop gets it back. McNutt feeding the cutter through, and Jack Longmore got hit just as that pass was arriving. Longmore back with it again. Looked like he was just mucking the play, and then around the world from McGrain. Can't find Wilson. And it will be a shot clock violation.
It's one thing it seems, Matt, they're letting him play a little bit, the referee. Some things maybe should be called, they're letting go. But you know what, I have no problem with that as long as it works both ways. Let the players decide this one.
In on the crease for Logan Sawyer, a nifty little play. Ends up going back Clarington's way. And I agree with you, nothing really over the line so far. And, you know, we haven't really seen it in this series, things getting too overly chippy, especially for a Junior C series, which for the longest time had that reputation, but that's kind of gone out of the game over the last, I would say, 10 years or so. And of course, a lot on the line here in the next few games as it is a best of 7, so we will get to game number 4 tomorrow night at Garnered B. Rickard.
Especially if you're Clarington, you don't want to do anything that's going to risk any suspensions, because if you lose tonight, you're down to your last game. If you want to get a victory here tonight to be back in the series, you're only down by a game and you're back at home tomorrow night. Big swing game here. Orangeville wins. The dagger could be tomorrow night, but if not, we got a new series.
Wilson on the bench. Orangeville will rip the shot, and it'll be a slashing call coming here to Clarington, their 3rd trip to the box tonight.
Yeah, a bit of a late call there, but it's going to be a penalty. They're calling some things, Matt, and they'll call this one. Orangeville gets a needed power play here to try to get the momentum back, and it's going to be Eric Matthews going off for 2 minutes or less for a slash. Orangeville hasn't struck out the power play yet, so we're going to see if they can do it now.
Prior to the game, the intermediate A squad for the Orangeville Northmen were honored as they captured the provincial championship out at the festival. So our congratulations to the intermediate A's and everybody else that's taken hardware home from the OLA Festival. One of the great lacrosse events. Kind of signals the end of the summer, but I'm actually sort of okay with it because it's so good. Here's Fitzpatrick, his pass knocked down but recovered as Nick Halliduck got there. Fitzpatrick back to Downard and down in the corner. Fitzpatrick and Downard playing catch. Now the screen comes. Up top, the shot and the goal from Preston Gear.
There we go. The Northmen striking a power play as Preston found another gear. He put it into high gear and he gets the pass. He's a nice passing here by the Northmen. It'll come to Fitzpatrick. He works it back to Downard. They get it to the high slot for Gear and he just rifles one past Williamson. No mistake for Gear and it's 2-2 on the power play marker and 8:16 to go here in the second and it's tied at 2 and the Northmen faithful are loving it here at the Bunny Barn. A little refreshment break there for the goaltenders. See this happen in the Junior A playoffs, covering it here in the JVI Sports Network. They always give the goalies a break user on the halfway point to get a drink of water because it's been so hot this summer, especially the last couple weeks. The humidity has been crazy. You know what this rink can be like as well.
Yeah, another warm one here at the Bunny Barn tonight as we've just made it 2-2 and the sticks come out on both benches. Yet again, Williamson signals that he's good to go. As are we. Glad to have you aboard for the final 8 minutes here of this second period. Again, 2 tight games already. And no shock that we're right neck and neck here through the first half of this game. Fitzpatrick. I think Fitzpatrick got robbed of an assist there, as they gave it to Downard, rightfully so, and Gear on the tying power play goal. So 1 for 3 are the Orangeville Northmen tonight with the man advantage. Tim Robinson got an assist on their most recent Clarington goal. As they keep it to the outside. Cutting through a couple fakes on the run from Longmore, and Wilson went with all of that. As now Ford will get it back. In the corner, cutting through. Clarington wanted them to use the clock, and it's not exactly how that's done, but Robert McGrain plays it back off the glass. McGrain got filled in as that shot was being taken. Now another one from the far side from McNutt.
Yeah, good chances here long distance for Clarington, but they still can't beat Wilson. Goalies have had some great saves here tonight so far to keep it very low scoring.
Again, just 11 goals allowed through the first 2 games for Wilson. Now up to 13 through just over 2.5. Breaking news, but Orangeville's got a young goaltender who's hot. And look out, will be tested here perhaps, but Stoop can't catch up to the loose ball, never got possession. So the shot clock runs out on the Northmen.
Yeah, it's been a factory for some great young goalies over the years. Has Orangeville, a great lacrosse organization, one of the best in Ontario, as is Clarington with the Green Gales Junior B and then the Shamrocks Junior C with 4 titles here, 4 Meredith Cups. Their last coming in 2016.
Penalty is coming to Orangeville here, and Wilson called into a save as we get the holding call. And the applause from the bench.
Lyle McNeil's got a guilty party going off for the hold, so power play coming up for Clarington to try to get the lead back. It's been a roller coaster game. It's been going back and forth, 1-0, 1-1, and Clarington took the lead. Orangeville tied, now can Clarington take the lead back again. It's been a great game despite only having 4 goals, folks. A lot of great hits, physicality, and good defense on both sides, but maybe the floodgates will open here late in the second and the third period if you like offense.
6 minutes to go here in the second. Second power play of the game for Clarington. Ball working all the way around the horn. Back up top for Ford. No shot for him, so it does come from McCrane, the most recent goal scorer, as we said. Orangeville recovering. They will be in over and back territory, so Hunter Hartley with it now. Hartley will put it behind the net. Josh Presley Being spied there by John Doulahan. Presley will run out, takes the shot on the run. That one just missed. Back for Hartley. He'll rip from a bad angle, bounced right out in front of Jack Fitzpatrick.
I think Williamson saw that one cleanly, but it stayed out. Almost a shorthanded goal for Orangeville.
Past the halfway mark of this power play now. 10 left on the shot clock for Clarington, the no-look shot. Bounces off the end boards. This will go the length of the floor for Williamson. And he's probably just going to have to launch. He'll give to Ford and let him do the honors. And now 36 seconds left in the penalty, and we'll see. Orangeville can't take the entire thing down. But they'll get it in the corner and keep one man back. Matching up the Clarington offensive player.
A 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock, so they can kill it down to within 5 seconds at the end of the penalty.
Josh Presley going to get a screen here, it looks like. Turns and fires after the screening player gear was headed off. Ball bounced right to Stoop, however, and now Stoop running in. Pass to the far side and through the crease was the Shamrocks player. So now the penalty will expire as look out here out the front door. The pass was just a little bit behind Zach Dorval. Reaching for it is Clarington, and they will pick it up. That is a trademark Orangeville play here in this building. Dale Forbert. Pushed out wide of the crease, passed it up top. Now it's returned back to the boards. Far side, looking quick stick, they score! Hayden Hindman on the doorstep. Gives the lead back to Clarington.
What a beautiful feed down low to Hayden Hyman. He made no mistake. You can see it here on your screen on the replay. They'll get the ball up high. They'll work it around, as you can see. Work it up to the point. They get across to Hyman, and he just puts it through, and the one-timer puts it by Wilson, and Clarington again get the lead back, 3-2. Beautiful passing play and a beautiful finish by Hyman, and 3-2 Clarington lead here late in the second period.
Clean face-off win, though, for Bryce Barwick. Ball just bouncing wide. Stoop jogging it over center. Mark Stoop turns back, no one in the corner, so he'll take it to the middle himself and score. Back-to-back goals for the Shamrocks. And the biggest lead for either side tonight is 2 goals.
We knew he wouldn't be quiet all game. That is Mark Stoop, who's been tearing it up in the playoffs in the junior C level this year, and finally hadn't set his name much offensively tonight, but finally he gets on the board. He makes a juke and jive there past the Orangeville defender. Another move the stick, and too fast to stick, and he beats Wilson cleanly. And yes, you said it's the first 2-goal lead for anybody, and Clarington has it. Huge game on the road here for Clarington. They try to get back in the series, and a 2-goal lead late in the second will help them. And Mark Stoop gets another one here. As you see the goalies go to the bench for a refreshment break. It's 39th goal of the playoffs for Mark Stoop. Unbelievable.
In how many games, sorry?
He has played, will be number 15 tonight.
That's
just under
nuts.
3 goals a game.
That's nuts. I mean, we just came off the Junior A series and all the talk was about Brock Haley, the goals he's scoring. That's almost the same pace for Mark Stoop. That is quite the season that he's putting together. 2 points tonight. And again, this is it for the Junior C. There is no Junior C National Championship, so the Meredith Cup is as high as they'll get. As backing in again is Forbert. Quick stick the other way this time. Wilson nicely to his right. Lightning does not strike twice. There for the Shamrocks as Wilson takes it away.
Shamrocks really rolling right now. Some great momentum here. They got the last two goals, and they're really carrying the play. Orange will need one here late in the second period to get some momentum back and make it a game here late.
Yeah, you can just feel it all going Clarington way, including the hit here just as Downard was about to shoot. I think that might have been Robinson that got him. But Downard heads off, shakes off the trainer. Looks like Bryce Barwick is getting some attention, however. Ball rolling away here, and Orangeville could be off to the races. Running in, Lyle McNeil. He's forced out wide. McNeil looking for help, and it comes in the form of the trailer. Connor Costigan. Stick with us at intermission. Alan Corkum will be joined by a member of the Clarington Shamrocks. Making friends down there is Alan Corkum tonight. I believe he's going to try and talk to Tim Robinson before the teams head into the break. Neither team took a timeout in that first period, so still two in the bag for both sides. Stoop picks it up again. Stoop feeds a man on the crease, but he was tied up, picked up, and nifty chance on the crease that Wilson turned aside. Ty Toval. Liam Matthews almost came out when I saw the 7, but it is Toval. Back up top here, and Haladuck, they score! But it's ruled in the crease. Haladuck has it taken off the board. So the Northmen thought they had one, and the crowd still buzzing about it. Brought down here by Thompson. Thompson for Hartley. Backing his way back across center. Again, no over and back when we're even strength. Down in the corner. Trying the quick stick when Wasson was on the wrong side. All the way up top, the shot from Sawyer. And Williamson. Him and Cameron Beckett. A little bit of miscommunication. Now Beckett turns and off to the races with 5 seconds to go. Stoop needs a shot. Takes it right off. It looked like Sawyer. He gets a pat on the back for his efforts. But a little bit of a flurry there for the Clarington. With about 6 or 7 minutes left in the period. Gives the Shamrocks a 4-2 lead after 2 periods. They're down 2-0 in the series. Trying to make it back here to Tony Rose Arena for a game number 5 if they can. That'll be Monday night after tomorrow, game number 4. Alan Corkum on the floor with Tim Robinson.
All right, thanks, Matt. I'm here with number 88, Clarington Shamrocks captain, Ted Robinson. And I just want to let this great period for you guys. What a momentum swing here late in the second period. It seemed like Orangeville were coming a little bit, but you got a couple of late goals. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're just trying to keep the momentum moving. We got to keep taking our opportunities when they come. We got to capitalize on every chance we get while shutting down their opportunities.
Let's tell us a little bit about this playoff for Mark Stoop. He had a goal there late for you guys. He's been on fire here in the Meredith Cup playoffs. What can you say about him?
Mark Stoop's a great player. We got him to come back late in the season. He's just been a great addition to the team. He's a consistent player all the time. Huge player to have on the team.
So just tell us a little bit about that. Like, what have you been doing here at this game a little differently? And they had a tough couple of losses to start this series, but tonight you seem like you got everything rolling. Some good defense against Orangeville. What have you been doing a little differently here tonight in Game 3 than you did in the first 2 games?
I think we're just trying to focus on the details more than anything, the little things. Because we played an overall strong game. We felt the first 2. It just didn't fall our way, so we're trying to focus on the little things right now.
And what do you think you have to do in that third period to pull out the victory, get a big road win here at the Bunny Barn in Orangeville, then head back tomorrow night to Clarington for Game 4 to maybe tie up the series?
We got to just keep pushing the way we have been and keep trying to take all the opportunities we can. And we got to finish everything we get.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Good luck in the third period.
Thank you.
All right, so after 40 minutes of play, Clarington leads Orangeville 4-2. You're watching Game 3 of the Meredith Cup Ontario Junior C Championship on the JVI Sports Network. We'll be back for the third period shortly.
Well, here we go. Period number 3 inside Tony Rose Arena in game number 3 of this Meredith Cup. Clarington trying to not go down 3-0 in the opening faceoff. Bounces into the crease of the Orangeville Northmen. Matthew Carrick alongside the moving target himself, Alan Corkum. I thought you were going to get pegged there. The Frisbee toss at the end of that period.
I think that was going to be a prize if they hit me. You get $50 gift certificate for, what is it, Dairy Queen or something?
Yeah, instant win.
Nobody won, though.
I was racing down to buy Frisbees. They wouldn't let me get in. Couple shots here in. Speaking of trying to hit a target, Gavin Williamson blocking the net for a pair of shots from Josh Presley.
Yeah, he's been the steady of the goalies today. So, I mean, Wilson has done great as well, but big saves from Williamson is he's out-dueling Wilson so far here in this 4-2 score.
Robert McGrain will extend possession here for the Shamrocks after they dropped it. Ford trying to go over the shoulder. Ball rolls into the corner. Going to tie up in front of the net. Officials do a good job of separating that. Another tight game in this Meredith Cup, another low score. Those have been the stories so far for the first 2 matchups on the crease. Low shot and a second chance from Connor Costigan goes in the net, and he hears about it from the bench as he runs by.
Yeah, I think Hal Duggett stepped in the crease and they blew the whistle before Costigan shot it. That's why he got a little bit of a ribbing from the Clarington bench. Very few words you can't repeat on television.
We're not on TV, we're on YouTube.
Yeah, we're on the internet. Anything's allowed.
There you go. So be sure you subscribe to the channel. Offhand, I'm not sure what our plans are for the rest of the series. I know the JVI Sports Network at the end of the month will be busy with the Minto Cup, August 22nd through the 29th.
Yeah, great job by JVI Sports Network and the crew doing all the Junior A lacrosse, OJCLL coverage with yourself, Matt, and some of the other colleagues you had. You had Jonathan Donville, and you had Pat Gregoire, and a great crew, and of course, all the great crew behind the scenes as well, bringing you the sights and sounds. Great job, as they always do during the summer, and don't forget to do some hockey as well in the winter. Can't believe we're almost in that time of the year as well.
Already checking schedules and comparing where we'll be. As this shot comes from up top, it bounces straight there to Luke Downard, and it takes second sooner. If that ball had got there, he had a wide open net to shoot at. Owen Kelly back for Downard again. They try the backdoor quick stick for Jack Fitzpatrick, and this one will bounce to the outside wall. Kelly gets it back. A ton of room to shoot, and Williamson there to stand tall. Appreciate your words, Alan. We appreciate everybody who's watched and commented on the YouTube channel as well as on Twitter. At JVI Video is where you can find our social media.
Yeah, we have a great, lots of great comments. Everybody loving the coverage. They can watch from all around Canada and all around the world. See some of their lacrosse brothers they played with over the years in different places around North America.
Low in the shot clock here for Clarington as this ball bounces away to Colin Thompson. And we literally do get viewers from all around the world, especially, the European Box Championships are going on right now in Germany. I know in about a week or so it'll be the World Under-20 Championships in Ireland. So people have been tuning in from all over the place as they take off to their various tournaments. Shot clock will expire here on Orangeville.
So you got another moving target here just below our broadcast. Just here at this the nice straw hat. So we can get a ball in there.
That dude is ready for warm weather, let me tell you.
Ready for something. I think it might involve a patio and a cup.
Came prepared. Ready to score is Pearson LaFrance, and just couldn't get the takeoff in time. He's running on Pearson Airlines time there. Down on the crease, back the other way. Shot there from Ty Toval into the feet of Williamson.
Speaking of coming prepared today, it's been Gavin Williamson. What an effort he's put on in goal for Clarington tonight, making great saves, only letting the 2 goals in. As he said, he hasn't out-dueled Andrew Wilson yet in this series. He's hoping he can do that here tonight to get Clarington within 1 game of this series going back home tomorrow night.
Clarington nursing a 2-goal lead here late in their shot clock. Another rip that Wilson will hang on to. Ball played up for Hunter Hartley. That is a very popular last name in these parts. Not sure. I saw Hartley take what looked like a high stick from your new buddy Tim Robinson, but looks like Lyle McNeil is the one headed off as he was tied up over on the far side, and a slashing call coming here will even up the power play numbers, 3 apiece now.
Same thing happened earlier. There was a little like a high stick on it, like a partial break, but they called it too many men. So yeah, that time it looked like it was a bit of a high check, but they let that go, and they gave McNeil the slashing call. So a important power play here for Clarington.
How about 6 seconds in before making it a 5-goal lead? By the way, when they took the lead earlier on in the period, it was their first since the first period of game number 1.
Yeah, I didn't need much time to work with on this power play, and I'm going to say it's an important one, an important kill movement for Orangeville, but Clarington get the goal as the pass is in tight. It's finished off by Colton McNutt getting his first of the night. Big goal there, putting it up and over Wilson, and the way this game has been going, it's a 3-goal cushion. Is that enough for Clarington to maybe steal one on the road here tonight and go back to tie this and try to tie the series up at home tomorrow night?
So 5-2 as the draw man gets run over there. Ty Tovel straight through his body. Gets up, however, and is going to kick the face-off down the boards where Mark Stroop is. Captain Robinson singing the praises of their offensive leader, and why not? As you said, almost 40 points through 15 games.
Yeah, he's
for
been
big
on
number
fire.
6. He'll set a screen there, and the ball bounces here for Ford. Back across and off the stick. It looked like of Costigan and into the Orangeville bench. Stroop faked the cut, turned back, no room to run or shoot, so pull back out. Comes here for Hindman and Stroop, and we're gonna have offsetting penalties now as things start to heat up down on the floor as well. 6 minutes into this final period.
Yeah, it was like a little bit of pushing and shoving there, and enough for the referee to blow the whistle, give him offsetting minors, and it's like maybe they're not gonna let him play as much here in the third, even though things seem to open up a little bit here. Clarington with a 3-goal lead. I said, will that be enough? Orangeville, I think, need to get one here without Clarington score here in the first, probably the next 2 or 3 minutes if they want to get back into this one. We'll see what happens, though. But Clarington's had a great defensive strategy here tonight, great goaltending, and they've been doing everything to a T so far.
So there you see on screen, we are 4-on-4. This also a change from Junior A, where they would be offsetting and we'd remain 5-on-5 floor strength. Bouncing around the outside, Stroop again cuts through. That time Wilson went with him. And now a race for this ball. Hartley can't poke it away. It's gonna turn into a 2-on-1 maybe. Picked up there by Tovel, who got run into, and the ball bounces down into the corner. Few words there from Jack Longmore. It looked like
he was given a little signal that maybe a little bit of a height advantage that he had over Tovel, but still doesn't matter the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog, and that's what Tovel was trying to do there.
Didn't think Tovel was tall enough to ride, as it were. Bounce shot off the end glass and up into the screening, so Orangeville will take over. A minute left in 4-on-4, which usually gives the offenses a lot more time and space to work with.
Yeah, but I think in that aspect, I think Longmore did the smart thing there. Don't engage in anything here. You don't want to give Orangeville a power play here to try to get back into this one.
They're going to work the 2-man game first, however, with Logan Sawyer bouncing one off of Williamson. Josh Presley to the outside. Here's Gear, already with a goal and an assist, and the save made by Williamson again. That caught him high under the chin. It looks like he's trying to fix the gear. They're asking if he's fine. He gives the thumbs up. Not quite the full Alec Manoa stop sign, but definitely thumbs up. We're all good. And you can breathe easy, Clarington. Cross floor pass here, bounces off the window again, back down for Hartley. Wilson came out to throw the screen. You got Hunter Hartley on the floor, Taylor Hartley on the bench. And if I was better at my job, I would have asked if that was any relation to former Orangeville graduate and assistant of the Junior A's, Ryland Hartley. Rochester Nighthawks goaltender. Finished the season on the injured list, and there's going to be a good competition in Nighthawks camp with them picking up Riley Hutchcraft. Already had Lucas Coote. Joel Watson under contract.
Yeah, lots of products from Orangeville over the years have played and done some great things in the NLL for sure.
They are everywhere, and Orangeville alumni are everywhere still in this program. If you look at those minor teams that we talked about in Festival and otherwise, and every single coach out of the 5 that were on the A bench are alumni of the Junior A program. Racing in is Clarington, passing back to the trailer. The shot there bounces off the boards, but picked up by LaFrance. Nearing the halfway mark of the period. Clarington have held Orangeville to a goal in each period here. Yet to score in the third.
Yeah, great defensive strategy here by Clarington to keep Orangeville to just 2 goals so far, and they got to keep it up here for another 10.5 minutes to steal the victory.
Orangeville scoring both of their goals in that second period after Clarington went 1-0 in the first.
Yep, Shamrock to score 3 straight goals here to take that 5-2 lead. Trying to add to it here in the midway point of the third. One more might be enough to send them the victory here tonight.
Under 10 to go in the shot clock. McCrane back up top, nearly stolen away here by the Northmen, and unable to bring it down was Nick Devins. Got bumped off the ball. They are going to give the reset there to the Northmen. No, they're not, as the count is down in the corner. This will be a reset now after the Clarington shot. Hit Wilson. Bryce Barwick jogs it up the near side. Connor Costigan for Logan Sawyer. Couple big high steps before the low shot, and Williamson caught it there against that right pad. Big pick coming as Ford works it across center. Couple whistles here, and not sure what we had there. Possibly a moving screen or maybe a loose helmet. Yeah, I think that's the case, as the equipment manager goes to the bucket of Ford. Downard. Ball bounces away from him, picked up by Dorval in the corner. Back for Downard up top. And this one's gonna bounce away. Clarington there to pick up, and it's Cameron Beckett all alone, however, so he'll slam on the brakes, and 8.5 to go here in the third period.
I think it's been a difference tonight here, Matt, as Orangeville haven't been passing the ball as cleanly as maybe they have in the first 2 games of the series. A lot of passes in tight have been missing over the head of the players, not getting as many scoring chances, but that's a credit to the tight defense by Clarington.
Barwick again. Passing back here for Sawyer. Sawyer cuts through, takes the middle. No shot as Robinson got in his face. Now to the outside. Still no room to shoot for Fitzpatrick. Barwick gets it back, feeding through. They're looking, for Sawyer. And Sawyer's going to mix it up with William Gaskell in behind the net. As Williamson was looking for an outlet, found it in Nathan Kammerer, but now Northmen going back again. Costigan's shot off of Williamson, and he's asking for a water break.
Another big save there by Williamson, getting the glove on that one. It went off his glove and out of play, and he's definitely getting a much-deserved refreshment break here. He's been stellar here. They're just letting the 2 goals in so far in a little over 2.5 periods, and he's been a difference so far why Clarington is winning this game. Got to give him credit. He's out-dueled Andrew Wilson, who's been stellar in the playoffs so far this summer for Northmen.
It's now been an entire period since Orangeville scored, as it was 8:16 in the second, and now with 8:16 left to go in the second, Now 7:26. A reminder that Game 4 goes tomorrow night, regardless of the outcome here. Garnet B. Rickard Arena, 8 p.m. start time in Clarington, and then, if required, Monday night back here at Tony Rose Arena. Ball picked up by Will Bryan. Bryan leading the charge, off in on Wilson, and that ball taking a couple funny hops in the Northman crease, but eventually it is corralled by the home side.
Remember that by Wilson, keeping that ball out, and if the Northmen can come back in this one, keep this a 3-goal lead for Shamrocks.
Here's Zach Dorval. Dorval finds a cutter, and Preston Gear. Williamson down to a knee. I think just resting a little bit as he got up okay. Wasn't motioning that he was hurt or anything, but that just looked a little weird back in the crease to our right.
Kammerer taking a tumble there as well.
Here's Ford. He nearly did the same. Hayden Hindman will find a man on the far side. This one will bounce away. Barwick. Aiden Doig down floor. Facing 3 Clarington defenders all by himself, however, so passes back to fresh forces coming off the bench. 6 to play here in the third. 3-goal lead for Clarington. One of the biggest leads for either team here in the series. That one bounced off Sawyer and through Clarington's crease. Sawyer couldn't touch it as he had stepped in the crease, so this allows Clarington and Dale Faubert to get it up over center.
Yeah, Faubert's been very strong here tonight for Clarington. He's done it at both ends of the floor. He's been doing some great defensive things, and he has some good chances as well offensively. A couple big hits as well.
Bouncer off the end boards, a long shot here. That may have deflected off the foot of Costigan, the shot from McGrain. Forces the shot clock. Robinson nicely leaves it at the feet of Ty Toval.
Time becoming a factor right now for Orangeville. I think you're going to have to get one in a hurry here if they want to try to mount a comeback.
Dorval on the crease and in the crease. That was going to be pretty for Costigan, I believe, trying the backhander through the legs. As Orangeville looking for anything that might work, and Costigan may have taken a high stick there from Robinson, looked at the official.
To me, it looked like incidental contact. It didn't look like anything too high or malicious there.
Ford back down to the crease. Now for Hartley. Josh Presley. All the way back up top to Downard off the bench. Now comes Gear. The shot gets through. And Preston Gear's got a pair in this game.
Much needed goal right there, Matt, for the Orangeville Northmen as Preston Gear double dips in this one. He needed to do that because Orangeville needed something in a hurry to happen. You can see here on the replay, it's Presley dropping it back for Downard. Eventually the ball will find its way to Preston Gear, and he fires one by Williams. It surprised him a little bit. Got a chink nick in the armor of him, and he beats him, and it's a 2-goal game with 4:28 to go. Stay tuned, folks. It's not over yet.
Nearly a full 25 minutes in between goals for the Northmen, but their most recent from Preston Gear have them back within 2. Here with 4 minutes to play. Don't go anywhere. Long shot from up top. That was Hayden Hindman. Still just everybody who's scored for Clarington has only won 5 goals from 5 different goal scorers tonight. That was the same story in game number 1. That night it was a 7-5 loss, however.
Yep, spreading the wealth. 8-6 the other night. It was a hat trick for Stoop. He has 1 here tonight.
On the run, the shot and the goal from Owen Kelly, and the Northmen are still alive.
Just like The Undertaker, the offense has woke up from the dead. Nowhere to be found for like almost a whole period. Now suddenly got 2 goals here in the last minute. Now it's Owen Kelly getting it. As he gets the return feed, he takes a feed, finds some open space, and he rifles one past Williamson. And it's a 1-goal game with just 3:37 to go, and it's 5-4. Coming off the mat, they look like they are down for the knockout punch, but Orangeville are off the mat now, and they're swinging to try to get a stranglehold of this series, Matt.
Well, I think we got a candidate for fan of the game. I don't know how she's still got a voice, but
well, she must have lots of fluid, especially in this hot rink.
She may not if Orangeville can get one more here on their run. 5-4. They fought all the way back after a lengthy drought, but look at this lane that opened wide for Robert McGrain. McGrain again fakes out Wilson. What an individual effort and what a goal.
Second of the night for McGrain as he makes a beautiful individual effort to give a little more breathing room for the Clarington Shamrocks. Here he is. Takes a bit of a hit, spinning around, looking for somebody to pass to. But a defensive miscue as he slips by number 20, Hartley. Gives him a how do you do, and then he swipes past Grease and puts it up and over. Andrew Wilson, goal of the night right there for Robert McGrain. And just after all the momentum for Orangeville, the air went into the balloon right there of the Northmen. 2-goal lead again for Clarington.
I wouldn't say all of it went out. Still 3 minutes left to go. And only 2 goals. You saw how quick the Northmen can score there in the period. Just like that, I mean, the over's looking pretty good now. Didn't for the first, 50 minutes of this game. Cutter coming through and filled in was Luke Downard, but never came down with the ball. Trying the quick stick on the quick restart. Downard will get the bounce. Back up top, Gear looking for the hat trick. And it bounces wide off the foot of Williamson. They get the reset though. Here's Logan Sawyer. Huge tie up in through the middle. That takes Presley down and out. Another shot that is gonna head to the outside boards, and taken down again was Presley, and there's bodies all over the place as Clarington gonna head back to the box.
They couldn't handle the pressure right there, and there was a big hit by Cameron Beckett. He knocked down the Orangeville player front, a little too aggressive. It's going to be a late power play for the Northmen to try to get one back. 2:13 to go in regulation, and you can see the captain, Tim Ross, going over trying to calm Beckett down. Don't do anything else to get maybe another penalty. So a big power play here for the Northmen. It looks like a timeout's going to be called. Actually, not going to call. We're just going to have a little quick strategy session.
I don't think they called timeout. The officials want them to hurry it up to get back, though. I think that was Ty McCulloch trying to sneak a chalkboard session in. Here's Jack Fitzpatrick. Far side for Gear. Can't return the pass back to Fitzpatrick. Gear will get another chance, though. Pass partially blocked, and look out. Shot from Presley, who drew the penalty, went off a defender and nearly into the open net. Bouncing ball here. Orangeville will get it back. That's Hartley for Presley. Downard for Presley. Bouncing by the crease. and somehow it stays out and back down floor for Frobert.
Again, another bad pass in front cost the Orangeville a great chance to score there. They were wide open, but just not crisp on the passing front. It could have been a 6-5 game, and time running out in Northman.
Ball bounces away from the hands team and brought out by Orangeville. Nick Devins. Into the final minute here, 40 seconds left in Orangeville's power play. Devins finds a man off the bench. Devins back for Gear. Gear will get chased all the way outside. Bouncing shot there for Presley, who gets knocked down again, then turned and looked like he tripped up the Clarington player. This all coming with the Orangeville net empty. It's going to bounce back to Clarington, and that was on the shot clock violation, so hard to hear a whistle in here now. Alan Corkum will talk to one of the winners, whoever it is. Handball played there by the Shamrocks, so Orangeville will get another chance. Wilson heads back to the bench again. 10 seconds left in the power play. Ball up top for Gear. Turning and firing, and maybe a half second too late from Sawyer. 12 left on the clock. Gear to the corner. Quick stick for Sawyer, and handled there by Williamson, who then shoves Sawyer into the corner. Clarington will get the ball, and they will get their first win of the series, and we will have a Game 5 here on Monday. (6-4) your final for the Clarington Shamrocks. Your series is now 2-1 as Orangeville have the lead. Tomorrow night's going to be a good one at the Garnet B. Rickard Arena. Sure to follow OJCLL, and we are at JVI Video as well if there's any information about a stream for that game. Looks like Alan Corkum is caught up with the coaching staff of the Clarington Shamrocks. If there is a voice left to have an interview, he'll get one as they get set.
Here we go, Cole.
For game number 4 tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Matt. I'm here with Clarington head coach Ryan Douglas, and can you breathe a little sigh of relief right now after that one?
Big time, absolutely. It was a battle start to finish, and we expected it, and we're happy we came out with the win. The boys played really hard and played really well.
What can you say about your goaltender, Gavin Williamson, here tonight? He made some stellar saves, kept the boys in it, made some big ones here, especially in that third period when it got a little close here at the end.
He stands on his head. He's the backbone back there, and without Gavo, I'm not too sure where we would be. He's excellent, Tendy.
So yeah, they had a couple of tough losses here to start this series, but tonight you finally get to pull one out after a spirited comeback by the Northern, but you got that late goal and pulled it off. Now you go back home to try to tie up the series. What can you take from tonight's win and maybe go into tomorrow night in your home burn?
Take tonight and turn it into tomorrow night, and tighten up on the defense, and let's get to Game 4. Let's keep rolling.
One quick thing, what can you say about your offensive stalwart to see Mark Stoop? He's been outstanding here in this playoff so far. Another goal here tonight.
There's not much you can say about Stoopy. He's a one-man machine, and he just has that gift, and he has a knack for the net, and we just love having him.
So quickly, we'll just say, what's the key for tomorrow night to get the big win to tie up the series, and what do you tell the fans in Clarington about coming out tomorrow night?
Well, to the fans at Clarington, get out for some entertaining lacrosse because it's going to be awesome. For tomorrow night, not too many changes. Maybe clean up some of our passing and just keep our defense really tight and really solid.
All right, thanks, Mark. Congratulations on the win, and good luck in Game 4.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's throw it back up to Matt.
Thank you very much, Alan. And it is game number 4 on tomorrow night, 8 p.m. at Garnet B. Rickard Center. Best way to watch that is to get there, and of course, stay tuned for streaming information. From all of us here at the JVI Sports Network and the Ontario Junior C Lacrosse League, including my partner Alan Corkum, our director Rachel Wolf, and producer Gary Morrison, I'm Matthew Carrick saying good night from Tony Rose Arena. The series is now 2-1 Orangeville on top of Clarington with Game 4 tomorrow at 8 p.m.